The Blue Whale by Jenni Desmond. The Blue Whale by Jenni Desmond. The Blue Whale. Once upon a time, a child took a book from a shelf and started to read. He read that the blue whale is a mammal of gigantic size and strength. It is the largest living creature on our planet. A blue whale can measure up to 100 feet. That is the same length as a truck, a digger, a boat, a car, a bicycle, a motorcycle, a van, and a tractor, all lined up. A blue whale's heart is the largest of any animal. It is as big as a small car and weighs about 1,300 pounds. Blue whales are grey, but they look bright blue underwater, which is how they got their name. Their skin color ranges from dark to light grey and is mottled like marble. It feels smooth, rubbery, and slippery to the touch. A blue whale's underbelly sometimes appears yellowish white. This happens when microorganisms called diatoms attach themselves to it. Every blue whale has unique markings, similar to our fingerprints. Scientists use these along with the shape of the dorsal fin to identify individual whales. An average blue whale weighs about 160 tons, or about the same as a heap of 55 hippopotami. Females grow bigger and heavier than males. This is because the female cares for her baby on her own and needs to be big enough to produce enough milk to feed it. No land animal can be as big as a blue whale because no bone structure can be strong enough to support such colossal weight out of the water. The salt in seawater helps keep these huge whales buoyant. Seawater gives buoyancy to all other creatures too, like hippopotami and humans. A blue whale's eye is about 6 inches wide and has no tear glands or eyelashes. It is very small considering the size of its body. Blue whales have poor eyesight and a poor sense of smell and taste, but their hearing is excellent and their skin is highly sensitive. The top of a blue whale's mouth is lined with 300 to 400 baleen plates, which are made up of a black fingernail-like material. A blue whale's tongue weighs 3 tons and its mouth is so big that 50 people can stand inside it. Fortunately, blue whales don't eat people. Blue whales eat mostly krill, a tiny shrimp-like creature. During the summer months, they eat about 35 million krill each day, which is about 4 tons of food. But since they have narrow throats, they can swallow only a grapefruit-sized amount at one time. Blue whales eat different species of krill depending on the ocean in which they live. To eat, the blue whale takes a giant gulp of seawater and krill. It takes so much water into its mouth that the ventral pleats below its jaw and belly expand like a huge accordion. When the blue whale is ready to swallow, it pushes all the seawater back out of its mouth with its tongue through its bristly baleen plates. These plates catch the krill for the whale to swallow. Because krill are bright orange, so too is a whale's poo. Baby blue whales don't eat krill. They drink their mother's milk. A baby blue whale is called a calf and its mother a cow. The calf is in its mother's womb for almost a year and is about 20 feet long when it is born. It drinks nearly 50 gallons of its mother's milk every day and can gain as much as 9 pounds an hour. By 8 months, the calf will start to feed itself by eating krill. Blue whales have approximately the same lifespan as that of humans. Today, scientists are able to determine a whale's age by tracking it from birth using photographic identification. Scientists used to identify a blue whale's approximate age by using the waxy earplug found inside its ear canal, just as we can tell the age of a tree by counting the rings of its trunk. Scientists could figure out the age of a whale by counting the bands of wax that had built up over time. This method could only be used on captured whales, however, so it was eventually abandoned as unethical as well as unreliable. Blue whales aren't able to breathe underwater, but they can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes, depending on their activity. When they come up to the surface for air, Blue whales exhale through two nostril-like blowholes, blowing air as high as 32 feet, the height of 9 7-year-old boys. A single breath could inflate 2,000 balloons. The sound of a blue whale blowing is thunderous, and it can be heard up to several miles away. Blue whales are graceful, streamlined swimmers. Each side of its tail is called a fluke, and together these two flukes measure about 18 feet, the wingspan of a small plane. Flukes move up and down like a bird's wing, not side to side like a fish's tail. Blue whales also have a small triangular dorsal fin on top of their backs and two short tapered flippers. Together, these help them to steer. A blue whale's ears are located near its eyes and are tiny little holes. Despite this, blue whales have excellent hearing. This is important because they have to be able to hear each other in the ocean across great distances. Their song is louder than a jet air engine and can be heard up to 1,000 miles away. They are one of the loudest animals in the world, but the frequency of their sound is so low for humans to hear it without the use of equipment. The blue whale's song resembles a foghorn and vibrates through the water with pulses, moans, and rumbles. Sound is important to blue whales for both communication and navigation. It guides them through the ocean towards food and helps them find a mate. However, the noise coming from ships and other man-made vessels is often so loud that it interferes with marine life and can even confuse a mammal as large and loud as the blue whale. The blue whale has been found in all the oceans of the world. There are 3 subspecies of blue whales: the pygmy blue whale, the northern hemisphere blue whale, and the Antarctic blue whale. Most blue whales feed on krill during the summer months and then migrate to warmer areas near the equator for the winter, where pregnant females give birth. Blue whales sleep by taking very short naps while slowly swimming close to the ocean surface. This is called logging. They sleep in this way because they have to remember to open their blowhole in order to breathe. Most whales can never completely lose consciousness, not even in sleep. Otherwise, they would drown. Unlike blue whales, people can drift into sleep without having to remember to breathe and keep themselves afloat, so we can fall asleep over a favorite book and begin to dream.